man. Talk condescendingly, never let the government tell you who you need to be. Easier said than done, I get it. When the system fails you, you gotta be resilient. Keep on pushing, you can do it. Use your theme song, turn up to it. Let me tell you one thing that's for sure. Labels suck, but they should drive you more. You might get ripped down, broke to the core, but you can't take longer to the breakthrough door. I'm torn out, I'm ripped up, but I refuse to give up. I won't stop, come with me. I'm crawling till I succeed. Say I'm running, I'm running, I'm chasing my dream. I'm running, I'm chasing my dream. I ain't got no money, I say chasing dreams. People got to turn up, this is our thing. I'm running, I'm chasing my dream. I'm running, I'm chasing my dream. I ain't got no money, I say chasing dreams. That's right, people got to turn up, this is our thing. Money, I got none of that. I'ma be real, I will never fake that. I'ma do me, but y'all already knew that. I deserve better than second class, but the big man coming trying to keep me from my cash. How am I supposed to get from where I'm trying to go? I'm trying to hear a yes, but I'm tired of hearing no. It's up to me to be the positivity I need to succeed. People around me saying that it can't be. What am I supposed to do? How am I supposed to get there? Mama told me that life ain't that fair. It's up to me, I will succeed. Money's got no hold on me. I'm running, I'm chasing my dreams. I'm running, I'm chasing my dreams. I ain't got no money, I say chasing dreams. People got to turn up, this is our thing. I'm running, I'm chasing my dreams. I'm running, I'm chasing my dreams. I ain't got no money, I say chasing dreams. More people got to turn up, this is our thing. Say I'm running, say I'm running, say I'm running, say I'm running. I'm chasing my
The following special may contain coarse language, offensive opinions, random nonsense, ridiculous shenanigans, and passionate rants. It should probably not be viewed by anyone.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I please have your attention? And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
Are you ready?
We'll do it live! F it, do it live! I'll write it and we'll do it live!
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
Here we go.
This display courtesy of the Three Moisketeers.
Shit my pants.
I just may ship my pants.
I can't wait to ship my pants.
I just shipped my drawers.
I just shipped my bed.
A wizard is never late. Nor is he early. He arrives precisely when he means to.
That's wonderful. Thank
Hey,
you.
what's up, everybody?
Eric
We
Diaz
made
subscribed
it.
to the
We
channel.
made it. We have
Hi.
arrived finally after so long of all the struggles today. Oh, hey, shout out Deep Cut showing up. Got a lot of cool people in here today. So what's up, everybody? We are Cyber Skull Media. This is Hall of Fandom 2.0. still complete with all the technical difficulties of the first version. So, I am your host, Darius. I am joined by my absolutely phenomenal co-hosts today.
What's up? It's Shades.
And I'm Dylan.
And we have two amazing guests today. I can't do all the stuff I normally would because for some reason they can't see or hear it. Something like that. It was just working all 2 days ago, I swear. But we have two awesome guests. We have Mr. Otis Julius and Mr. DJ Strawstone, and I'll let them tell you guys a little bit about themselves, and then we'll get rolling.
What's going on? My name is DJ Strawstone. I am the DJ for the coolest touring hip hop act in the world. He is definitely Grammy and Emmy worthy, and probably the best rapper I've ever worked with in my life.
Family. I'm Otis Julius. Thanks for having me.
And yeah, so our boys here are gonna be opening for the legendary Chris Webby on the Midwest tour. And we're really excited about all that, and we are gonna sponsor them for this because we want to see them do some amazing things. Because if y'all have never been to one of these shows, the way that Otis can work a crowd is next to none.
I appreciate that. I have a lot of fun doing that.
Great. It's great. I got so many clips. I should have probably put some together for today, but hey, things happen. We're all busy. We know you guys are busy. You gotta be crazy getting ready to go on tour.
Yeah, my entire living room and office is just like torn apart right now, trying to get packed up for this thing right now. So it's, I don't know. It's busy, and like probably the rest, like the second half of next week is going to be kind of like dead week, where it's like everything that I need to do or like should have done, it's too late if I didn't get it done. So now I just kind of got to wait. So yeah, I'm stupid busy right now. I got one last box I got to send over to DJ Strawstone tomorrow. And then I'm pretty much ready, I think.
I just realized how close we were to this. Just started to panic a little bit. Yeah, I got some stuff to get done. Yep. Should probably tell my wife I'm leaving for 2 weeks.
It'll be fine.
Yeah, it'll be fine. I don't do anything there.
Hell yeah. Well, if people got questions, any super chat you send will obviously get asked. If we'll maybe do some Q&A throughout the deal if y'all got questions. But got a few things we're gonna talk about. You got a new single out there, I heard?
Yeah. Me and DJ Strawstone just dropped Caitlin and Sophie, and really stoked about how it turned out, and had a great team of people working on this. It was 6 people together to make this thing work, and I'm just stoked with how it turned out. And it's something that me and Straw had talked about doing for like a hot minute, and like it finally made sense to bring it all together. So yeah, I'm stoked about it. It's really cool. I know you guys had mentioned that you were going to do like a blind react possibly. So I don't even know if you guys have heard the song yet or not.
No, we haven't listened to it.
Okay, cool. All right, love it.
It tried to sneak its way in down at the shop, and I told it to knock it off.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cut it off.
And we're standing around, and we got your music playing, and all of a sudden, I hear him go, "Hey, G word." I don't want it to go off right now. Hey, G word, next. And I was like, "What? Why?" He goes, "It was Caitlin and Sophie. We can't listen to it yet."
Nice.
I haven't heard it yet either, so we should all listen to it together. I think that would be awesome.
Okay. We'll have to do some live react here and see what we think about it. And we have one extremely important question for both of you. It's probably the most important question you're ever going to get from this channel. But first, we have a super chat. Nikki, thank you for the $5. No question, just give it the question to someone else. Just send in love. Well, thank you.
What up, Nikki?
So, the question is, we know that you've had a pizza party tour before, Otis. So this is the real question that we have to ask everybody who comes on.
All right,
Pineapple on pizza, yes or no?
For me, that's a yes. But I shouldn't say on pizza. I should say just on Hawaiian pizza. Like, I don't order it on any topping. It's got to be with Canadian bacon for me.
I'm fine with it. I'm fine with it. I don't think it's such as big of a hot topic as everyone makes it. You know what I mean? It's fine.
Yeah, and I will also say that I've definitely seen the memes where people are like, make my pizza like this, and it's just like all pineapple. I'm like, yeah, that ain't it, you know? But like in moderation, yeah, I'm about it, you know? Especially when it's good pineapple. Good pineapple is something special.
Yeah, it can't be soggy.
Facts.
Got quite a debate when that comes on, so it's just a thing that we're going to ask everybody we have on, and then we're going to put a compilation together of everybody's responses. But it's been good. It's been fun. So yeah, we got the Webby tour coming up. We got a new single you've dropped. You're working on some new material. Got a lot to do. So where should we start with this? Where would you like to start, sir?
Let's talk about the tour, man. I'm stoked about the tour.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think the tour will talking about the tour will lead into the process with the single as well. So yeah. The tour for me was a really cool coming about because I'm kind of at this really weird stage in my career where like I kind of do my own little headlining tours, and I really struggle and try to be like super modest or whatever, but I also don't like downplaying what I do. So I say I do my own little headlining tours because they're definitely not as big as some of the tours I've been on, but I also like stop and realize that like we've built something really cool here, and it's not to be minimized or say like they're little or whatever. But you know, I do my own headlining tours, and then I also go out and support bigger acts, and then I also just open up on like one-off shows too. So I'm kind of at this weird stage in my career where I can kind of play all three, and sometimes it makes sense. And me and Straw work together a lot. Especially since the pandemic. Since the pandemic, he's booked, I'm going to guess like 75% of my shows. Like he's booked a large majority of my shows. And, you know, he's helped me get onto, I shouldn't say he's helped me. He's like put me in a position to get onto some of the biggest shows and tours that I've been a part of. And, you know, so I was on the phone with him and we were talking about trying to make some shows make sense. And he was just like, yo, I just got these dates with Webby. Would it make sense for you to come open? And I was like, yeah, let's talk about if it would make sense to do like the full tour instead of just those 3 dates. He's like, yeah, let me talk to my guy, because Straw's really connected, really hooked up with Webby's tour manager, and I think he's his business manager as well. I think he handles everything Webby, and so Straw's really good friends with that dude. So he ran the point on this and got it hooked up, and like it just was perfect timing because I was kind of in a spot like, what's next? What do I do next? I just came off of my "If I Can Do It, Then You Can Do It" motivational tour, which is a whole nother story, but that was a big success for me. Came off of that when we were talking about what's next. We had a couple things we were thinking about doing that didn't really end up making sense. And then this fell in, and like Straw just nailed it. And it kind of came together pretty quick. I feel like for me, when it comes to putting together a tour, organizing, booking, stuff like that, like it's typically like a 3 to 4 month process. And we found out that we got accepted on this tour in August. Is that when it was, Straw? Maybe.
Yeah, it might have been later than that, actually, dude.
Yeah, so it was just go time. It's like, okay, well, now I got to come up with like money to front all this merch and everything like that, and it's just been like work. And through part of that, we were just like, yo, like we need a song to do together on this tour as well, and that's kind of how that came about. But I've also just kind of been talking this whole time. Does anybody have anything to add? Okay, cool. I know that I'm pretty all right at talking, and I don't want to like take over or do too much here. So anytime you guys need to steer the conversation or cut me off because you're ready to move into something else, like let me know.
I mean, you're the guest. We want to hear what you've got to say. Like Shades over here, he's got a question.
Yeah. Well, what's up?
You were saying something about your one-off shows and or whatnot. Don't you have a free show coming up too?
Yeah. Thank you for plugging that in right there. You know, whenever I'm on the road, I try to make it as, I don't know, as I get use the time the best as possible, I guess is the right way to say that. I don't know. But there's a venue in Sioux City, Iowa that I've never played at. And the guy that books there hit me up. He's like, hey, I want to book you at our venue sometime. And I was like, I'm kind of in your neck of the woods on these dates already. I know it's kind of short notice, but we could market it as like a tour kickoff show. He's like, dude, let's do it. And we'll do it free. And I was like, that sounds dope. So yeah, I'll be in Sioux City, Iowa on, is it the 19th, Straw? Is that the date on that? I think. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Next Sunday, 7 days from now.
Dude, no way.
Yeah, dude.
That's crazy. Okay, 7 days from now. So yeah, I'll be in Sioux City for a free show. Super stoked about that. I have I did this feature years and years and years ago, and it had this line because every time I would leave for one of my tours, I'd always throw a free hometown show as like a tour kickoff. So I had this line in this feature that said, I always play a free show before I head out on the road. And it's really cool to kind of bring that back to life because that's been a thing of the past for a long time. So yeah.
Well, we have a question from the chat from our boy Dread Metal Reviews from across the pond over in the UK.
Let's go.
If you had to perform one of your tracks while being chased by a swarm of angry geese, which song would you choose?
By a swarm of angry geese. Let's see here. I'm going to go with I'm trying to think of something clever where the beat's got like honking on it because geese honk and it can like throw them off. But I guess if this is what we're doing, I'm going to have to say my song Chasing Dreams, which you guys are familiar with. You guys played the music video right before we started, and running and chasing are kind of similar. So that's my answer. I did a lot of running in that music video.
It's definitely one of our favorites for sure.
Cool. Thank you. Great question, I guess. I don't know. Should I say that's a great question?
Oh, absolutely.
Forrest, shout out Forrest, another great musician from the Omaha area. He said it's got to be Jawbreakers.
That would be good too. Yeah.
Yeah, that is true. Forrest is the dude. If you guys are into music at all, go check out Forrest. It's at Songs by Forrest. He's a really, really great dude, and he opened for me on the If I Can Do It, Then You Can Do It motivational tour. He was my tour support on that. Great dude, makes really cool music. And I feel like something that I always struggle with is I'm just like, I don't really know where Otis fits in here. Like people are like, who do you sound like? Or like, who do you want to like tour with or do shows with? I'm like, I kind of feel like I got my own sound. And then I met Forrest. I'm like, this dude fits really well with what I'm doing. So yeah, Forrest is killing it. And he's a, I don't know. Is Omaha, Nebraska native the right term? I know he's from Omaha, but I don't know if he's like from there or whatever, but he's a great dude.
Yeah, he's awesome.
We have some of his CDs down here at the shop for sale. We sold a couple.
Let's go. Let's go.
Now we have another question from Mary across the pond. Do you have any rituals you do before going on stage?
Yeah. So I stretch. Stretching is really important to me. And then because we're a pretty small team when we're on the road, I don't travel with like a merch guy or anything like that. So majority of the night, you can catch me at the merch table out hanging out. But you know, I shut down merch about 10 to 15 minutes before my set, then kind of get my stretching on, do my stretching. Kind of my show ritual for the most part, not always, is during load in and sound check. I'll drink half of a Red Bull, and then the last like 10 minutes before I go on stage, I chug the rest of the Red Bull. So that's part of my ritual. And then, you know, I always try to spend just a brief 20-30 seconds in a quick prayer, just like, you know, going on stage. You never know what sort of lives you can potentially change or make people's days better or help heal the wounded, whatever that looks like. And it's just like, you know, I really believe I'm in this music spot and I'm right where I'm supposed to be. And if I can be used as a tool to make somebody's life a little bit better or whatever they're going through, like that's part of my ritual as well. So yeah, just trying to be thoughtful about those people that are in attendance and who've chosen to come to a show, chosen to spend their entertainment dollar, and just really thinking about those people directly before I step on stage.
Yeah.
And speaking of your merch booth, if you go check out Otis's merch booth on the Midwest Chris Webby tour, you can get yourself a brand new exclusive Cyber Skull Media sticker. Look at that.
They look great. And if you show up to the Chris Webby tour early, I'll be outside handing them out too.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
And, you know, I know Otis got some great new merch coming, but I know several of us are wearing some
oh, he got the Otis
Julius
shirt on too. Let's go. Let's go.
Look at that.
That's my bestseller shirt right there. I love that shirt.
Yeah, death has no power over me.
Yeah.
I go
That's
back.
Now that shirt's actually a ripoff from like one of my favorite metal bands, and they're not a band anymore, but I used to own that shirt from that band, and then I sent a picture of that shirt to a designer. Was just like, yo, do this, but make it like an Otis Julius shirt and put this on the back, and like that's what we came out with, and like I love how it turned out. But you know, I came up in music playing in like a punk band, and you know, there's this metal band called The Showdown that had that shirt, and so like it's really cool to me that. Oh, you know The Showdown? Yeah. Amazing. Okay. If you look up old The Showdown merch, you will find what shirt that's from. But yeah. It's just really cool to me that like one of my favorite bands from back in the day inspired this t-shirt, which is now like my best-selling shirt or whatever. It's like, that's cool. I hope I get to continue to keep printing this, you know? So yeah.
I saw them live once.
Cool. Yeah, I've seen them live probably 5 or 6 times. They were great.
And we're gonna find out that week of the show. 27th is my 2-year cancer scan, so we're gonna be celebrating at the show.
Let's go.
Death has no power over me. And then Shades has another Otis Julius piece on.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Hyundai to the Ferrari.
Yeah.
I got the same shirt that Straw has too, but it's dirty.
That's good though, because you've been wearing it. The shirt that Shades got on, that's collaboration with another Omaha artist. Jason Bob did the art on that, and I was really stoked about it. And it was really cool because I kind of brought the concept to a couple different designers trying to figure out how to make the Ferrari horse have a really good looking natural mullet. And like nobody was able to perform that, and Jason came through clutch and killed it. And I was like, oh, okay, yeah, this is the one. We got to run this. So yeah, was stoked about that. And then I think part of my thing from just like coming up in like punk bands or whatever is like I'm always a fan of just like a black t-shirt for merch or whatever. And so to be able to add the red and the design that made sense, I was just like, okay, this is good. Yeah. But those are almost sold out. Those will sell out on the Webby tour. And then I think that'll be the end of that pressing. So yeah.
I've got the Lego tee.
Mm-hmm.
For those who don't know,
Yeah.
Otis has some Legos that
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
he's
Yeah.
sold
Yeah.
before. Shades may have some of them.
Okay.
I got them. They're in the other room.
Do you got both of the sets or just the one?
All right, I'm getting them.
Okay. Okay.
Meanwhile, we have Dylan over here who's a hater and doesn't have any Otis merch yet.
Listen.
Wow.
Hey, I got a pocket full of merch money for the show.
I was just gonna say he's got better things to do with his money. I get that.
No, listen. Hey, I did wear my all-time favorite shirt for this though. It's the color morale. I like how you.
That's dope. Yeah, I know the color morale. My old punk band opened for them a couple times.
Yeah, dude. So that's what I love about your music, the positivity. You know, you as a person. Same reason I connected with color morale. You know, Garrett's just like a stand-up dude. So
yeah,
I'm not a hater. Thundy just likes to talk that trash.
And didn't the drummer for the color morale go on to play for Avenged Sevenfold? Is that correct?
No, Steve Carey plays for maybe The Word Alive. I can't remember where he went.
You're right. You're right.
Yep,
You're right. Yep. You're right. No, that's super rad though. Color Morale's a great band.
Well, Shades has some Legos to show off over here.
What do we got here?
I got that one.
Yeah, the pizza parlor. Let's go. Let's go.
And then I got my favorite one, the stage.
Dope. Oh, you got the Strawstone out front.
With everybody signed it that night
No
that I brought there.
That's super rad. Okay. Because let's see here. That one was super limited edition. That one was a 1 of 7, I think. I think I only had 7 of those made. And I think I've seen 5 of them. There's 2 of them that I haven't seen. Obviously, I've seen that one. I've signed it. But yeah, it makes me really happy to see those. The Lego sets, they're a really, really fun passion project for me. They're definitely not a moneymaker for me, which is cool because I'm a Lego fan. But yeah, I don't know. I think that's dope. You have both sets. That's really rad.
Yep. As soon as I seen them, I'm like, I'm getting them.
Love it. I just re-upped on my Otis Julius minifigures for this tour, so I'm hitting the road with 18 of those bad boys. We'll see how long those last.
Not very long.
Right.
Not gonna last long. We got one more question, or 2 more questions. We got 2 questions here, and then maybe we'll go do the reaction to the new single. How's that sound?
Yeah, that sounds great.
So, Hybrid Promotions, what has been your favorite show this far and why?
Like my favorite show ever? Is that the question?
Yep. What's your favorite show this far and why?
Okay. Oh, I know the answer to this. Me and Straw's first full-length tour that we worked together, we booked the Totally Rad 90s Party Tour. And we really had this like perfect storm of things coming together to make the Omaha show work really well. That's definitely my favorite show I've ever played. Long story short, we sold over 350 tickets for a waiting room show. And as the biggest Otis headliner, it was a dream come true. I think our pre-sales I know our online pre-sales for that were over 100. I'm not sure what our local pre-sales were. And then it also walked up like crazy. We had the radio ads working on that. We had good social media ads. We had a solid group of local openers, and it was just an amazing night. And to see a crowd that big come for like an Otis show was like really humbling. And I think about that like all the time. And that's like, you know, part of Straw's role of constantly kind of pushing me and part of like helping me believe in myself or helping me understand like when I should double down and keep going or whatever. And this really just like spoke to that, because when Straw booked it, he was like, "You want to do the waiting room?" And I was like, "No, we're going to do reverb." He's like, "Nah, like trust me on this. We'll make the waiting room work." And I told him, I was like, "Okay, we'll do that. But just know I will be very unhappy if our ticket sales are less than the capacity of Reverb, which is the smaller room next door. And it came in. What's cap at Reverb, Straw? Is it like 200?
Yep, 225.
Yeah, so we almost doubled. We did 150 more than we would have been able to at Reverb, and it's just like was really cool to see Straw push me there, and like obviously he was right. It was the move to do. So like that's my all-time favorite Otis show. It was an amazing night. I think about it all the time. I probably watched like the show recap on that probably like 3 or 4 times a year. Like it was great. Yeah.
He said, I believe I was at that one, and you signed my fiance's purple Ugg boots.
That's dope. Hope she still got them, I guess. That's really cool. I love that.
Well, this next one is more for Mr. DJ Strawstone.
Let's go.
What does the DJ do at the show? Seriously, I think DJ and it's someone you hire for a wedding or techno beach party. What do you do at a rap gig?
Next question. Like you don't like you have to go to school for that. You know what I mean? Like it's not like you can just say you're a DJ and stand back there and hype the guy, because that's definitely what I'm doing. I have enough real DJ friends that I don't feel right, like even sometimes putting DJ in front of it. But really what I do is I'm there in a supporting role for Otis. I'm pretty much his glorified hype man, but it is we do like to set a tone and set a vibe, and especially when we're doing things like the 90s party tour and the pizza party tour, we like really curated those events to fit a tone and a vibe that represented both of our brands. So yeah, I'm just like I'm his right hand man, and if that's what DJ stands for us, I guess, you know.
DJ stands for right hand man, right?
Yeah, right. But I do suggest that like there are a lot of really like high level hip hop acts that have some of the most phenomenal DJs like in the world out there, and they do add to shows. They add like a really insane element to it. You know, if you go see, you know, Exhibit, or if you go see, you know, see some of those legends like Wu-Tang, like they're like a crucial part of the show. You know, I tip my hat, and I'm a very small version of what they are to hip hop as a guest in the culture. So shout out to all the real DJs out there.
And let me just add to that like Straw adds so much. And DJ Strawstone is like his public persona or whatever, but so often he plays the role of booking agent and tour manager, and like he wears so many hats, and you know, DJ Strawstone is who he gets to be or is on stage or whatever, but he does so much and has helped so much in this I guess journey that we're rolling through right now. So yeah, whenever you ask like what does he do, like yeah, that's actually hilarious. But the reality is he's like one of my good friends that works super hard behind the scenes.
I do got to bring up the fact that there was we did a tour together. I think it was the 90 Parties tour, and a running joke on that tour was that Otis would tell anybody who would listen to him, as like when we'd get to venues, yeah, that's the DJ, he just takes all my money. and I was like, you know, it was hilarious. And one time one girl took it real serious and like didn't like me because of it. She was like, yeah, you don't need him, but she also wouldn't talk to me. It was weird.
Well, am I wrong that that's where that joke came from? Is that girl like she came up with the concept that just like, oh, you're just like paying him too much? I was like, yes, absolutely. Like he takes all the money. Like
she had a real strong opinion.
Oh yeah, she hated you. It was hilarious. And so all night long, I was following you around because she wouldn't talk to you. So I guess stand next to you.
Jeez.
Well, we got a single here coming up that we're gonna live react over here.
I love the artwork.
Shout out to Jason Bob.
Yeah, shout out J Bob. Great artist, great photographer, great dude.
Yeah,
I'm an NBA Jam legend, by the way. If anybody wants to to go at it.
Let's go. Okay. Console or upright arcade?
Arcade.
Okay. All right. Love it.
So, is there anything you would like to tell us about this before we hit play?
Before you hit play, knowing that you have not heard the song, I'll let Straw answer that if he wants to say anything, but I don't want to say anything. I want you to listen to it, and then we can talk about it if you want. But if Straw's got something that's important, go for it.
I got nothing.
Run it.
All right, let's run this. It is the NBA Jam Caitlin and Sophie by Otis Julius featuring DJ Strawstone.
Welcome to WNBA Jam.
Let me tell a story about a woman I know. She done stormed the league and put on a really good show. Her hair is long, her eyes are dark, and she's ready to go. And when it comes to rain, she's unstoppable. It's Caitlin Clark coming in, and she's ready to win. The league don't like her, lit a fire, and it's burning within. Rookie season, she just killed it, but they show her no love. That's why I flipped the mic, Shinoda, show you what she made of. She got that 10% luck, more than 20 is skill, 15% concentrated, ready to kill, 5% pleasure in the league, bring the pain. That's why she got Sophie Cunningham in the game. I said it's Caitlin, it's Sophie, just like Batman and Robin. Yeah, it's Caitlin, it's Sophie, just like Eminem and Dre. It's Caitlin, it's Sophie, yeah, they packing out arenas. Say it's Caitlin, it's Sophie, better stay out of the way. Don't got
Tell them why you stopped it. It's what you do.
Okay.
I have been muted this whole time because I got to go back and forth on that button. So nobody just heard what I said, but you guys. This is a lot of
Good.
fun, and we got to blue ball people and talk about things. So for starters, we've got quite of a community that probably are not big WNBA watchers.
What?
There are
That's
a lot
wild.
of them over in the UK. Like, we got this super chat from Dread Metal Reviews from the UK. This super chat contains no words, just a slow nod and a suspicious eyebrow raise. What did Dylan think about this so far?
So I love all the samples. You know, she's
Thank
heating
you.
up all the NBA Jam references. The beat's super good, and like as Iowa folk, Caitlin Clark is like a massive. She's a
Yeah.
legend, an absolute legend. You can't go anywhere without hearing about Caitlin Clark. So, your bars are on point. The beat's super dope. I love all the samples.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm kind of digging this too. You got me with the "he's on fire." Like I was like, "Fuck yeah!"
I love that.
Yeah, and then
Go ahead.
You go.
When I was in the studio, I'm in the studio with DJ Ian McDaniel. He was my DJ on the Shaggy 2 Dope tour, and he's did all the production on this. He made the beat, and we were sitting there. We're just like, we need like this pack of samples, and listening through the sample pack, we're just like, okay, these are dope. And then the "He's on Fire," I felt like sounded like ridiculously close to like "She's on Fire," and I'm like, yeah, we're running that one for sure. So I'm happy you picked that out. And the samples I think are freaking great. And we knew we wanted to have those in the song. And it was a little interesting to watch the process with Ian, because he downloaded the sample pack and then did not put any samples in. They were the last things he put in. And so like we're rapping, and I'm just like, I don't know if these samples are going to have room to make a difference or make it any cooler. And he just like absolutely killed it with that, in my opinion.
Hell yeah.
That
Yeah,
beat
like,
dropped in, and I was like, oh, this is going to be great.
Yeah.
like-
Thank you.
Like Dylan said, though, being Iowa, we know Caitlin. Fun fact, I actually dated a chick that her kids went to school with Caitlin. So I'm kind of a big thing, I think.
Hey, that's a big deal. That's dope. That's really cool.
6 degrees of Caitlin Clark.
I knew a girl with dark hair one time.
Well, I've watched basketball before, so
There it is.
we're all connected.
So I went to the Iowa State Fair this year, and apparently the really, really big thing there is they got a cow that's made out of butter. And somebody had told me that there was going to be a life-size Caitlin Clark made out of butter, and I did not see that. I was very disappointed.
Oh, that's a bummer.
Yeah, that's the
Fake
end of that
news.
story. Sorry, I shouldn't have said that.
I seen on there that didn't you get like second or third in a mullet contest?
Nah, that's a real touchy topic. I got a participation ribbon. I didn't even win second or third place in participation ribbon. I was like, what is this, like 4th grade soccer? Like, come on.
Hey, the worst part about that was I got first.
Oh man. Well, we talk about Mike Shinoda in here.
Yeah.
That's a track that was on everybody's workout playlist. Like,
I'm
in the
pretty
gym,
sure
hitting the
that's
gym
what
for
it is.
football practice, man. That's on there all day.
Yeah.
So speaking of like a lot of our audience here, I'm going to stand on business right now. Mike Shinoda's got bars like that. Aside from, new metal, aside from Linkin Park, Shinoda can rap.
Yeah.
Like Mike Shinoda's got bars. He's a super dope MC, and I don't think people take him seriously enough.
I think that entire Fort Minor project was super solid. Like,
that and early Linkin Park, the Hybrid Theory EP when he was doing a lot more rap. The stuff he did with the Executioners, like Shinoda can fucking rap.
I was just going to bring up the Executioners. I was like, wasn't he part of them?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep. I just want to say I was nearly front row for Linkin Park in Omaha, and it was a crazy show, bro.
That's cool.
But all right, well, we got some Caitlin and Sophie, like Batman and Robin, like Eminem and Dre. Those are some good comparisons right there, I think. I mean, I'm not really a NBA guy. I don't know if any of us are really NBA guys, but we see what's going on and support Caitlin and all of her endeavors. So
yeah, and it was really important to me because initially when I started writing the hook, I was like, do I want to go the route and be like, like Kobe and Shaq or like Jordan and Pippen? And I was just like, I don't know that that's the route that I want to go. And so doing it this way, I think made it turn out a lot more fun.
I think so. It's like iconic, regardless of culture, like iconic duos.
Yeah. Dynamic duos, right? Yeah.
Bloody hell, Dundee. Blue Baldus on Alive. Yep. It don't stop. It's not just a gimmick. We live this shit. But
love it.
Yeah. Our UK crowd is really interested in a lot of the stuff that we do over here that is not something that's a regular thing over there. Like we did a Thanksgiving live stream last year, and we ranked on a tier list Thanksgiving foods. They had lots of questions.
That's hilarious. Yeah, it's like it's my dream to do a Euro and UK tour. I always told myself I won't be satisfied moving on to the next step until I get that part done. So I think it's really cool that you found a way to connect with that audience. I think that's really rad.
I know some people. We might know some people.
Yeah.
So all right, well, let's get back into this.
Yeah, it's Caitlin, it's Sophie, just like Eminem and Dre. It's Caitlin, it's Sophie, yeah, they packing out arenas. Say it's Caitlin, it's Sophie, better stay out of their way. Don't gotta be a star, but you're gonna know the name. Role player, team slayer, and protector of the flame. And she's comfy on the outside, head fake, another fade. If you're hating what we do, then you probably hate the game. Yeah, she's Sophie, that's Caitlin, and we're tearing down these stages. If you hard foul my gal pal, I'm on your neck. Sweat towel, a real pistol, Kelsey Mitchell. I'm hopping, Aaliyah Boston is my court. I'm Sue Bird, this popularity is so absurd. Yeah, Caitlin.
Oh my gosh, Straw with the bars.
Straw kills it.
All right,
can rap
so
a little.
Thundy, yeah, now we need another shirt. Straw can rap a little bit.
Straw can rap a little bit. People be getting offended by our rap takes, but it's okay.
I like it.
Hey, I stand firmly on what I've said.
I wasn't expecting Straw to come in so hard like that.
He's got
That's
bars,
good
man.
shit.
I was really
Role
excited
playing.
whenever he sent that over to me.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah.
What was
Yeah,
what was your thoughts going into this verse, Strawstone?
Well, it's really hard for me to do creative things because I like part of my existence is kind of like staying as a giant stress ball, and a huge part of my existence is not making things about me. Like I feel like the reason I've got to do so many cool things is because I've been able to see the value in other people's talents and time on stages and the music around me. So I'm like kind of weird about it. I don't like, unless it's like absolutely right, like I don't like to perform or to rap. And but Otis is one of my favorite people, man. Like him, Mike Fantastic, and Surreal are the only people I'm gonna probably be rapping with. But I was super excited to, I'm honored that someone with such a dope catalog with such a dope resume, had me on their song. So it's been fun. The response to it has been fun. I like that I can just rap a little bit. I'm not trying to be a world beater, but we made a pretty fun song. So yeah, I was just trying to match his energy. So that's pretty much what I went into it with. Like, don't mess this up. Don't make his song suck.
And I sent him the demo, and I'm pretty sure he wrote and responded with his verse within like 12 hours. Like, he was just like ready for it, and I was just like, this is dope. Like, he's already got it all in, and like, yeah, it was great. It was amazing.
Yeah, we did it pretty quick. Kayla did help me a little bit on that. I can't remember where, but she was at least nearby. A lot of people like old aorta hip hop and nice enough people that have been around a while know that my wife can rap like really well. Yeah. You're in the giving spirit of saying how many people are involved. So we'll add one more person to that.
Love it. Love it. Give her a writer's credit.
Yeah.
Ghost Rider.
Mm-hmm.
So writing for Otis is like is about as nerve wracking as Ritz. We haven't dropped our Ritz podcast because it's not edited, but he told us about how Yellow Wolf hit him up to come up and show up at his hotel room, and he had like a very short amount of time to write a verse.
2 hours. 2 hours he gave him.
Sheesh.
That's wild.
And yeah, so we got our own little Yellow Wolf and Otis Julius over here.
Yeah, it's very similar, and me and Ritz are also very similar. So it's
yeah.
Or is it, if you hard foul my gal pal, I'm on your next sweat towel, bro.
That's a dope line.
I really, really, really loved that line, and I was just like, oh my goodness, this is amazing. I will say, once this is over, go back and listen to Straw's verse again. And my favorite part of the entire song is he's just got this one ad lib in the background that kind of goes a little bit, and he just goes, no. Like, I just love that. But yeah, gal pal, I was just like, holy smokes, this is genius. I love this.
Ad libs are so funny to me, especially because I'm just like a guy that makes a lot of bad jokes and commentary anyways. So it's literally like somebody replaying a conversation and giving you a chance to add a little like sass to it, And yeah, like at the one part it says protector of the flame, and I just into the mic I went and I looked up through the glass at the engineer and I said, was that okay? He's like, yeah, man, it's fine. Like, all
it was
right,
great.
Cool.
I could see like a show following you guys. It's like got like a Workaholics, Always Sunny type of vibe going on.
I'm in for it.
Oh man. All right. Well, I'm in to hear some more of this song. Unless Dylan has some more things he wants to pick out.
No, we talked about the best bars. It's dope.
That's Caitlin, and we're tearing down these stages. If you hard foul my gal pal, I'm on your neck. Sweat towel, a real pistol, Kelsey Mitchell. I'm hopping, Aaliyah Boston is my court. I'm super, this popularity is absurd. Yeah, Caitlin, it's Sophie, just like Batman and Robin. Yeah, it's Caitlin, it's Sophie, just like Eminem and Dre. It's Caitlin, it's Sophie, yeah, they packing out arenas. Say it's Caitlin, it's Sophie, better stay out of the way. I said it's Caitlin, it's Sophie, just like Batman and Robin. Yeah, it's Caitlin, it's Sophie, just like Eminem and Dre. It's Caitlin, it's Sophie, yeah, they packing out arenas. Say it's Caitlin, it's Sophie, better stay out of the way. Everything is different, nothing is the same. It's a whole different level from the game that you've been playing. I said everything is different, nothing is the same. It's a whole different level from the game that you've been playing. Caitlin and Sophie, yeah, they out for the year. Otis and Straw, yeah, we're medically cleared. Geared up, stretched out, ready to play. Ready to conquer the WNBA.
That's right.
I said it's Caitlin, it's Sophie, just like Batman and Robin. Yeah, it's Caitlin, it's Sophie, just like Eminem and Dre. It's Caitlin, it's Sophie, yeah, they packing out arenas. Say it's Caitlin, it's Sophie, better stay out of the way. I said it's Caitlin, it's Sophie, just like Batman and Robin. Yeah, it's Caitlin, it's Sophie, just like Eminem and Dre. It's Caitlin, it's Sophie, yeah, they packing out arenas. Say it's Caitlin, it's Sophie, better stay out of the way.
Well, that was great right there, man. You guys tag team the in there. I like that.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
They're medically cleared. Put them in.
Yeah.
They're ready to go in, coach.
Put me in.
Stretched out, ready to play. Let's go.
When we started
that?
writing this, I don't think they both were out for the year yet. Or it hadn't been like announced. So then it like happened real quick. And I think like Otis added that kind of last second.
Yeah. Which I'm really grateful. Not that she's out for the year, but like I had the chance to throw that in before the release.
Yeah, good save.
Very topical and on top of things.
Yeah.
Now this gremlin, Mr. Strikeback here, said he's got something he wants to say about that song. He was listening along with us. And if you know gremlins, they got good taste. So let me ask him. What was that? Oh, he said it was fire. Stripe said this was fire.
Hey.
Thank you, Bass God.
Now, Mary has another question. Who's the better basketball player?
Otis, for sure. Otis can ball, man. He's one of those like white guys that don't look like he can play, but like is a really good basketball player.
I was going to say Caitlin, so
he can play. He just can't jump.
Yeah.
Yeah, facts.
I'd beat him in a wrestling match, though.
Facts.
Oh, so you guys should leg wrestle Shades then, is what I'm hearing.
Yes, actually.
Leg and arm wrestle. He's a 14-time leg wrestling champion and a 12-time arm wrestling champion.
Whoa.
Well. So is there anything else about that song you wanted to talk about or touch on, or?
I could talk about behind the scenes just a little bit. Like I mentioned earlier, Ian McDaniel produced the beat. He engineered the recording and he did the mixing. And then me, Straw, and apparently Kayla, me, Straw, and Kayla all wrote. And then we sent it out for mastering, and mastering was done by my dude Ken, who's done all of my stuff. And Ken has some really cool music credits. He's done a bunch for like MTV. He's done some. He engineered an entire Hollywood Undead album. Like he's just done some really cool stuff. And so he did the mastering on this. And then Jason, Bob, and Tyson from Obscure Diamond did the like the single art or whatever. And so like it really is like a full team to come together and put that through. And yeah, I don't know. It was a really fun process. We got it out. We got it done and out really fast. I have a weekly studio appointment that I'm in the studio weekly, so just once a week, and I think we got this absolutely completed and released in 4 weeks. Does that sound right, Straw?
Yeah.
So that's really only 4 sessions. Like, it was just like go, 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 go. And so yeah, I don't know. It was a fast process. I'm working on getting the visualizer done for tour. When I tour with visuals that play behind me. And so I'm getting the visualizer done. And then me and Strav kicked around the idea of a music video for it. And one thing for me is like my music video has to be like full concept and be done right. That doesn't necessarily mean big budget. It's just got to be done right, and it's got to have full concept. And I don't have that for this yet, but I'm sure it'll happen at some point. So yeah, that's a little bit behind the scenes of the single. But I'm really thrilled about how it turned out. Another fun fact for it is the release date was on the 10th, which was game 4 of the WNBA finals. And so big picture in my head, it was just like, oh, the Fever are gonna win the finals, and this is gonna be a great release date. But then injuries, and they didn't even make it to the finals. So they went out in the semifinals, and then the Aces swept. So yeah. Yeah.
No, but it's still cool, man. That was fun and completely out of left field, I feel like.
Thank you. Yeah.
That's what I love about it, man. It's like with the right energy, like you can highlight and use like, hip hop does, sometimes it's about like looking the coolest or like putting on the biggest facade, and like we could like not saying we could rap about anything, That's annoying. But it's you put a little Otis magic on it, and we're not the biggest WNBA fans in the world, but we like the women and we like that what they're doing, and I love the underdog thing, and they're absolutely underdogs just like us. And I'm sure there's some rappers that would be like, why the hell would they compare themselves to like two women's why wouldn't it be like Steph Curry and somebody else? And that's the only basketball player I know. But I couldn't think of one other male basketball player. Sorry, but you know what I mean. So it's like this is like you don't have to love the WNBA or basketball to enjoy what we did on that. I don't think and that's why I like that he did like the Batman and Robin and Eminem and Dre. It's just like you can find that inspiration through anybody doing cool shit.
Yeah, I confirm. Yeah, I think that's a great talk, and it's really one of the things that I've realized with my music and what I do is when I'm on stage, I've started to understand that there are times where I meet people and I am probably their only smile or laugh for that day, possibly that week, maybe that month. And so to take something and make it fun and enjoyable in this world of hip hop is super, super fun for me. I'm really blessed and thankful that I get to do that. And so I think it's a fun track. That's me, I guess. I don't know. Yeah.
I mean, we can kind of relate to that. That's kind of how we do the things that we do over here. Is a lot of people hit our comments and be like, man, I was having a rough day, but when I knew you were dropping this video, I knew I was going to be able to laugh, smile. You guys were going to do some goofy shit,
That's great, man. I love that. Yeah. So providing relief is so important.
Not a lot of basketball over here. It's netball in the UK.
Man, I don't know about netball. Netball kind of weirds me out a little bit, and I just get the highlight clips on my Instagram, and I'm like, yeah, I don't know. Especially there seems to be some weird thing about mistiming jumps in netball, and I'm just like, I don't know.
Mary said the Moisketeers make us laugh. I make one joke about the Moisketeers, and now we're the three Moisketeers forever, I guess.
I had never even heard of netball until just now, and it looks awkward.
Who's your favorite 2 netball players? I got an idea.
You would confuse so many people.
That's good. That's good.
Oh, well, I know that you were talking about there were some things with your upcoming album you've been doing in comparison to what you've done. And is there something there you wanted to talk about a little bit?
Boy, I am shocked by this. I didn't know that I try to keep a lot of my future plans on the down low. Apparently, I told you I'm working on a new album, and so here we are. But no, this is great. I would love to talk about this. I don't know that I have a game plan because I haven't really talked about it publicly at all. But yeah, this is a single. Nobody knows this until now. This is a single that's going to be on an upcoming album. You know, I got this concept and this process that I'm working through right now. You know, I released my first EP called Otis, and it charted number 8 on the hip hop charts, and I'm super blessed and thankful for that. And then that was just kind of like an introduction and open to me. And then I released If I Can Do It, Then You Can Do It. And the concept on that album was the concept on that. All right. The concept on that album was really, if I can do it, then you can do it. And so, like, all the beats on that song or on that album were just like purchased on BeatStars. It was recorded with no recording budget. It was a super low budget project. And like the concept was, hey, like, if I can do it, you can do it. I hate hearing people be like, oh yeah, I really want to do this, but I can't like do it or whatever. It's like, no, find a way to make it work out. Like, you don't have to have this massive budget or like have this best product or whatever. So I released this album called If I Can Do It, Then You Can Do It. And that went on to chart number 6, which was like super, super rad. And you know, I've made it to this point in my career by being super DIY. And so this next album that I'm working on right now is going to be called Julius. And so it's going to be like, Otis, if I can do it, then you can do it, Julius. And, you know, my goal obviously is to top number 6, but my goal is to get it to chart in the top 10. I would love to see top 5. That'd be amazing. It'd be a dream. I think we were really, really close to that with If I Can Do It, Then You Can Do It, because I charted number 6, and 4 of the 5 records that were on the charts above me were all Kendrick and Drake's beef. And it was just an unfortunate time for them to beef during my release, because it's like, man, we could have done something really, really cool right there, possibly. But yeah, so the concept with the new album is, you know, just Otis, if I can do it, then you can do it, Julius. It's kind of closing that small chapter right there. I'm hoping that this is going to chart top 10, hopefully chart top 5. And then I want to package the entire project together as a hat trick, because it'll be like 3 top charts, you know? And so, yeah, I've never really spoken about that, but this is a single that's going to be on the album. We're working, like I said, I got studio time weekly. We're getting close to wrapping up the production side of everything. Then we'll start getting into recording. If I had to guess, I'm guessing it's going to be a spring release, but really it's all going to be based around tour. And so the concept, the goal, what I want to do is I want to be on tour to promote an upcoming album, drop the album, and then have another tour lined up to go out and promote that album. And so, you know, I got to make sure I can get two tours that line up correctly for this. But that's the concept. That's what I got coming up. I'm really excited to share it. And it's like, I don't know if I'm trying to think of the best way to say this. I think I'm writing some of the coolest music I've ever written before. And yeah, I'm really excited about it. I'm hoping to have a nice blend of hip hop, a little bit of pop, and some punk all involved in this record. And yeah, I'm excited about it. It's going to be industry terms. I would say it's not going to be too long, but like the way that my brain works and the way that I like to always have things going, it's going to be a while before it's out. You know, waiting till spring seems like forever for me. But yeah, I got some big plans with it. Hopefully it all works out. I'm super stoked about it. And there's your first take on the Julius album in production now.
Hell yeah. So we're no strangers to like getting some breaking news or stuff we aren't supposed to share in DA. We've done some of that in our podcast.
I know that you guys have done some really cool stuff. Yeah.
You may have known that there was a WNBA concept song coming for a minute now. We didn't know anything else, but we also knew about the new Mudvayne album a long time ago because
a year ago.
So our buddy Russell Holler, he's married to an amazing female metal vocalist named Lyric Noel. Their band is under her name, Lyric Noel. He predominantly plays 8-string, produces all their music, and he was helping with the production on the new Mudvayne album and told us about it a long time ago. But they're like, you can't tell anybody.
That's
and
dope.
We didn't. We said nothing.
And we didn't. That's amazing. That's dope. Yeah.
All right, Otis,
really.
Otis, I got a question for you.
What's up?
Yes.
So,
that's
I have to
wonderful.
wait.
Thank you.
It's just what? Remember for 8 months from Willsy. Thank you, Willsy.
That's my
all
brother
the best
from the pond.
With the tour and future releases, Otis.
What's his name? Willsy.
Willsy. He's a skater from over in the UK.
That's my
Willsy.
boy.
I appreciate it. Hit me up, shoot me a message on Instagram. I'll get you whatever files you need to run an Otis track in the background of one of your skate reels or something like that.
Oh,
I think that would be fun.
There you go. Willsy's the man. Okay, so you mentioned coming from a punk background. Obviously, you're into hip hop. Like, what are some of your influences? Who inspired you, one, to be, a punk rock artist, and then what got you into the hip hop game?
Okay, so I come from a pretty conservative background, and when I was young, relatively young, I guess. I think I was 15, maybe. I don't know. I went to. It must have been either the 2004 or 2005 Warped Tour. And I ran into this band on accident I was there strictly to see Zebrahead. Zebrahead was the only band that I really cared about on the entire lineup. I ran accidentally into this band called Emery. I don't know if you guys are Emery fans.
Oh, big Emery fan. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Zebrahead too.
Okay. And Emery became my all-time favorite band. And I didn't know anything even close to Emery existed in this world, and they just blew my mind with their show. And I remember standing there being like, where has this been, and why am I just now understanding this? And so fast forward 2-3 years later, I start my first band, and our entire mission statement and goal was essentially to rip off and be a band that was essentially Emery mixed with this other brand called Showbread. And I don't think that we really succeeded at that, but that's kind of what got me going into it. And then that was my first because Emery screamed or yelled in their music, and that was the first time I'd ever heard anything like that. And I was like, oh my goodness, this is crazy, And so that was my introduction into actual heavy music from there. And then I found this band called The Chariot, and The Chariot was just total chaos, and it just really grabbed me. And one of the things that's so important to me whenever I'm performing live is that A, I put on a good show, but B, like I think about the way that music made me feel whenever it was live and in front of me, and not just sonically, but the way it made me feel watching it as well, and my emotions and everything. And I try to figure out ways how to duplicate and replicate that, and hopefully hear the same things that I felt whenever music first became something predominant in my life, and trying to pass that on to the next person who might catch my show or whatever. And so the joke about like, oh, this dude moves around so much, is he's got no bones in his body or whatever. It's just like, that concept, that idea kind of comes from like the Chariot and the way they were just like insane on stage. And a lot of times you'll see in my shows where people are singing the songs back to me, and I'll just drop the mic, toss it down or whatever. And it's just because like this community feeling where I can hear people above the wedges above the monitors, and I can hear them singing to me. Is like, this is what I want. Like my dream would be to play these shows where I start each song and then just like stop, and like we as a crowd just all run through it together. And I'm not at that point yet, but like that's just kind of conducting and leading a community and a group together for this show experience versus strictly like performing and it's all about me, listen to me. It's like, no, I'm there to lead a good time and bring community together. And that was a really long answer, and I don't know if that answers your question. I don't know.
So then how did you branch into hip hop?
Okay, that's great. So yeah, like I said, was in a punk band. Locally, we had done some cool stuff. And we were just 5 young, dumb kids that didn't understand music or how any of that worked. We just loved playing it. And like in our mind, we were just like, if we're good enough locally, one of these like touring bands is going to see us and be like, you guys were super cool. I hope you have your bags packed. Like, can you make it to the next show type of thing? And that's obviously like not how that works. But, my dream in music was to tour. And 5 kids, we either had jobs and no extra time, or had extra time and no money or whatever. And touring in that format was just not practical, not real. And I was like, my dream is to tour. I'm going to make it to where I can tour. And so I started making hip hop music. I'd always had a love for hip hop music. I think the first CD that I owned was a burnt copy of 50 Cent's Get Rich or Die Trying. And just love hip hop. And so I started making hip hop, and I think I was just like, you know what? Like, let's dive into this. And I did it all completely wrong. And Straw would probably probably be really mad that I'm sharing this right now. But I started booking my own tours before I had any sort of a fan base. I think I played 3 local shows before my first out of town show. Like that was it. Like it was definitely not the right move, but it's the move that worked out really well for me. And through repetition and tons of, people call it investment, but it's really just money loss, I was able to build, and then eventually got to a point where it's like, oh, this dude is actually like worth bringing back or whatever, And so that's how I got into hip hop. I got into hip hop strictly because I really wanted to tour. And now I'm blessed to have played shows in 4 different countries, and I think I'm something like 38 states or something like that. And got friends all over the world because of music, and I get to travel all over with some of my best friends like Straw. And it's just like, it's a ton of fun, and being on the road is its own other world. It's like rules don't apply, and it's just like, it's just fun road dogging it out there and kind of doing whatever you can, doing whatever you want, and like making it all work. And the hustle culture is real. I love hustling for that extra dollar, and it's just fun. I've got a serious love for it, and I love being on the road, and I'm always waiting to get back on the next tour. So That's how I got into hip hop. I got into hip hop because I wanted to tour, and now I'm still in hip hop and I get to tour. I think that's dope.
Hell yeah.
Got some comments to get you here, but first I want to say you mentioned Showbread. Mouth Like a Magazine is my shit. I have the No Sir Nihilism whatever album. I have that album physically. I love Showbread, dude.
I am blown. You are probably the first person outside of like my core group of friends as a young guy that knew who Showbread is. You've just made my entire day. That's so dope. Yeah,
dude, Mouth Like a Magazine slaps.
Yeah. Such a rad band, and a lot of that like kind of chaos feeling kind of comes from Showbread too. I don't know if you ever had the chance to see them or not, but like they were so fun live. Yeah, Showbread was great.
Hell yeah. Well, let's see here. We had Mary say, I don't watch netball. I'd rather watch rugby.
Ooh, I don't know too much about rugby. Rugby confuses me, man.
I played college rugby.
Oh, college
really?
rugby straw.
Yeah, I played for UNO. I had no idea what I was doing.
And you wrestled for them, right?
No, I never wrestled. That's how I ended up playing rugby. They found me in the gym confused with no sport. So they're like, hey, meathead, come hang out with us. It was fine.
Yep. That's how I almost ended up playing lacrosse.
Really? Ooh. Yeah, that's how it happens.
Yeah. The gym at UNI, and they were like, hey, you ever heard of this? I'm like, nope.
I had a roommate that played lacrosse for Boise State, and it was a good time. The lacrosse games were fun. Yeah.
Otis, you're from Idaho, right?
I am, yes.
How do you feel about that Qatari air base they want to build?
Ooh, you know what? I must not.
No, I'm just kidding.
We don't do that.
I don't know what's going on here.
I thought I would get us to lunch quicker. Hold on.
Well, Steve said Women's Rugby World Cup was fire. I'd love to see them chase Dylan down next time he gives a mid rating to Rin.
I'm always on. I got a bullseye on me wherever I go. Somebody's always trying to take me out.
And then Dread Metal says, on a serious note, the stream's been solid. Big props to Cyber School Media for introducing me to new artists I hadn't crossed paths with before. Grateful for the discovery and energy. We've been putting him on a lot of Omaha stuff recently that he's been reviewing.
Cool.
Yeah, dude, he stumbled on that, like Escaping the Eclipse he found on his own, and then that was like an instant bond for me. And then he and I have been kind of collabing. He went through and watched our Midwest live streams and got some other ideas, and he's running with it.
Dope. Tell him. I don't know if this is against the rules. Talk about somebody else while we're on your show, but tell him to hit me up. I would love to do a show with them.
No, that's fine.
Dude.
That's fine.
Yeah, dude, he's super cool. He's put together some shows in the UK. He's Dread Metal Reviews on Facebook. He's a phenomenal writer. Like, dude, honestly, the major publications, they should be embarrassed by their review guys. He's that good. He's so good.
Cool.
Well, we got a 20 from Johnny Pants. Thank you, girl. She says, thanks, guys. Punk rock.
Let's go.
And then we got a 20 pounds or euros. I don't remember which is which. From Wilsey saying, happy to push some tunes in my reels.
Let's go, Wilsey. Okay. Yeah. Shoot me a message on either Instagram or Facebook or something, and we'll get it squared away.
Yeah, Wilsey and I just discovered that we live the same life in two different countries. So we look similar. Yeah, we look similar. We skated, wore the same apparel. It's kind of crazy, actually.
Wilsey,
doppelganger business.
Nice.
Isn't he the one that lives down the street from where they shot a lot of the Harry Potter stuff?
I think so. He knows some people.
Nikki said, I know the guys are going to keep us posted on the tour updates because some of us can't get out of stupid Alabama.
I played a show in Dothan, Alabama one time. That's the end of that story.
I almost died in Alabama. twice in the same trip by 2 different groups of people. I can't go back to Montgomery, Alabama. We'll just say that.
Okay. Yeah.
I survived the Gump. Now, Mary had another question here that was, what do you prefer, writing or performing?
Definitely performing. I almost want to say that writing is probably my least favorite part of this entire thing. You know what? No, I dislike recording more than I dislike writing. I don't like to record because I feel such pressure to get this to come out the way that I want it to. But definitely love performing, and it's kind of interesting because I think every artist should find where their strong point is and lean into that. And performance is where my strong point is. As the guys said earlier, I'm pretty. I put on a pretty good live show, and that's something that I'm good at. And I don't know how many shows I've been on with much more larger, more established, more famous acts, and at the end of the night, people come and tell me like, "You were my favorite act of the night. You were my favorite part of the show." And it's not because I'm the best rapper in the room or I've got like the sickest flow. It's just that I've learned how to perform and how to perform well and how to connect with people. And so, performance is what I really dive into and lean into to make it strong. And so performance is where my passion is. A lot of times, like very, very rarely am I the best rapper in the room, but it's not uncommon for me to be the best performer in the room. And I don't say that to like brag or whatever. Like, I don't know. I say that humbly, and I'm thankful that I'm able to do this. So yeah.
I know the first time I saw you live, I was like, who is this guy? Where has he been? And why have I not had more of him in my life? I was just like, you get it, man. Like, you understand crowd psychology. And like, I got a very brief background in professional wrestling. And like, you could absolutely kill it in that industry. Even if you weren't an athlete and you were just like a manager, like you could be like some Mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart type shit going on. Like, you know how to work a crowd and get people involved and make sure people have a really good time. And that's awesome to see, because so many times we'll go to shows and there'll be people who are just like, they don't know how to work the stage. They don't know how to work the crowd. And it's not something that comes easy to everybody. It can take some work sometimes, but you're excellent at it, man.
Well, I appreciate that. I've recently been doing some artist coaching, and that's more so about like branding and touring and getting ready to grow, essentially, and helping you grow. But one thing I would really like to figure out how to get into is I'd really like to get into performance coaching. I think I would have some, and not think, I know I have some value to add to that. And I just don't really know how to get started on that and what that would look like for me. But I appreciate the comment or the compliments. And like, I would say to anybody watching this, not just musicians or whatever, but find what your strong points are in life or at work or whatever, and really lean into them. And you can really double down and make things make sense for you a little bit more, maybe.
If Otis and Straw both like to work the crowd, is there any competition between you?
I'm actually going to dive back into our single that we just released. And I think our initial concept when we came up with this was we wanted to do a Caitlyn Angel Reese song, which is kind of like the big headbutt competition in the WNBA. And we were talking this concept through, and I was just like, me and Straw are like best friends. We've done a ton of work together, and I don't want to sit there and write this as competitors or headbutts. I want to write this as like teamwork, companionship, you know? And so I think we play on competition a lot. Whenever we're playing shows, and every now and then the crowd will start chanting DJ Strawstone, I'll let them run that chant a little bit, Strawstone, Strawstone, and then I'll grab the mic and be like, hey, remember, this is about me, you know? So, like, we play on that competition, but I don't know that I really see any competition whenever we're on stage together. You can correct me if I'm wrong there, Straw.
It doesn't feel like competition to me. You know what I mean? No, I'm kidding. I love being just like I said in the verse. Like I love being a role player. I love adding to what he's doing, and it's I love the comment earlier about he don't have no bones because he the way he moves on stage is very contagious, and it's definitely rubbed off on me since our first tour together. And I've gotten way loose on stage now, and so I hope he does go into some of like the performance coaching because there's not many people that can move like that. All you bone having people out there, we can still work with you.
I'm very stiff unless I'm running kickball bases.
Ooh.
I saw that footage.
Yeah, it's good footage. Kicking it in the park home run. I was doing good.
You're just too fast, bro.
So, is there anything? Someone's got some like popping feedback. Anyways, yeah, I got some feedback from Strawstone over there happening right now. Well, it's just like really loud. I don't know if anybody else can hear it.
Yeah, it started a little
loud
bit
white
ago with
noise
me.
happening out of nowhere.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I thought it was my stomach growling, but I don't think that's what it is.
I think that fixed it. So was there anything Shades specifically wanted to ask or talk about?
Not really that I can think of. About the only thing I had was the free show.
Yeah. Sioux City, Iowa. I always got to say the state, or else I mix them up between Sioux City and Sioux Falls. So I'll say Sioux Falls and mean Sioux City, but if I say the whole state, like Sioux City, Iowa, Sioux Falls, South Dakota, then it makes sense for me. I don't know why, but yeah, Sioux City, Iowa. The Icky Nickel on the 19th, and I'm stoked about it. Come out. I've never been to that venue. I hear it's a cool spot, and I'm really big at playing. Like, one of my favorite things about touring is playing venues that have built-in kitchens. And so, like, if I can play a venue that's got really good food, that's just like one of the best things for me. And later, Straw. And playing the Icky Nickel with a kitchen is something I'm really excited about. So yeah, I'm stoked to try out their food.
His phone died.
I
was gonna leverage that into talking about some food stuff, but then he disappeared.
That's very standard Strawstone. I don't know. Out on the tour, his phone is always dead. I'm just like, all right, but yeah.
Well, since he's gone for a second, I know we were gonna bring up that Shades is now a racist. Not a racist, a race car driver.
Whoa.
I was not prepared for this turn.
I call bullshit, huh?
Wow.
That's dangerous.
Wow. Okay.
Well, Shades is a race car driver now, and you mentioned that you enjoy racing and have always maybe wanted to shoot a music video with some race cars.
Yeah, I've always wanted to do that. I've always wanted to race oval track. the racetrack nearest where I grew up, the asphalt track nearest where I grew up, they had this division called the Hornets, and they were just 4-cylinder cars, and those races were so fun to watch because they would get 30 Hornets out there just going, and it was super fun. So yeah, I've always wanted to be able to race. As soon as I turned 18, I moved out of my parents' house and I moved into a spot with 4 other dudes, and I was the only one that lived there that was not a sponsored racer of some sort. And so I've been around that, never been able to race, but yeah, I don't know. It just seems really cool, seems really fun. I like to go fast. And yeah, I think a racing music video at some point would be dope. Yeah.
Well, you show up around here and we'll put you in a car.
All right. I'm into
Same
it.
thing. They call them sport compacts here. I mean, same thing though. But it's on dirt, so a little different, but
a little squirrely.
Being a first timer, it was fucking dope.
Yeah, cool. We'll do that sometime for sure. It'd be super fun.
Yeah, and apparently Shades is actually pretty good at it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
What'd you
Beating
finish?
some track champions? Come on.
I think my first heat, I don't know. I think I started 6th. No, I started 8th and got to 5th. And
Nice.
top five advanced.
Nice.
And then I advanced into the next round and then made it into the finals, and they started me 20th, and I got 17th. So I mean, I gained 3 places, but
yeah.
But like Thundy said, I got told that in track champions I was leaving them in the dust. So
Dang, that's cool. What car were you? What car were you driving?
Chevy Cavalier.
Nice. Okay. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that I put a new dent on the floorboard trying to push the pedal down. It just didn't go.
That's rad. That's super fun. Right on. Since you're racing dirt, are most of your advancements through yellows or no?
What do you mean?
Somebody spinning out, they throw in the yellow so everybody just advances up around him, or are most of the advances through passes?
Through yellows. I mean, they spin. They'll just let us keep going while they clean it up, and then through the headset they're telling us where we got to go. So
yeah, cool. That's super fun. That's dope.
It's kind of tricky being a first timer too. I'm sitting there waiting on them to say things, and there was one time nobody said anything for 20 minutes, and I was like, I'm just going.
Yeah. Especially since you don't have two-way comms, right? You can only hear.
Nope. Yep,
Yeah.
we can only hear, and it's not even our guys; it's the people up in the tower that are telling us things.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's wild.
Yep.
It was pretty crazy. I barely got there in time from closing the shop. They had just started, and I got up to the fence, and no one, not even Shades, told me what car he was in, and I was filming the cars I knew in the first race, and it was not him. But the next stuff I got all on camera.
That's dope. Right on.
It was cool. Well, I don't know if Strawstone is coming back. I had some more things that he was included in. So, let me shoot him a message or anything else you guys want to ask Otis or talk to him about while he's here.
No, I got my main question out of the way.
Hey, so I don't remember if you told us or not, but how did you and Straw even meet?
Okay. Yeah, that's a
Good question.
Yeah, let me see here. I'm gonna try to give you the most condensed version that I can. Like I said, I did a lot of DIY touring before I knew Straw. And my first time ever playing Omaha, I was on tour with MC Lars, who's like this nerdcore rapper. And so the tour started in Brooklyn, New York, and I was living in Idaho. So I had to get from Idaho to Brooklyn to start this tour. So we booked a few headlining shows in between to get over there, and played a show in Omaha. First time I ever played Omaha. I think I played for like 5 people. Like nobody knew who I was. Nobody showed up, whatever. One of the local bands, they were called the Fat Timmies, I think. And their drummer came up to me afterwards, was just like, "You were really cool. Next time you come to Omaha, let me know and we'll book you a house show. I throw like basement shows and we'll do this right," or whatever. I was like, okay, cool. So I did that. That dude ended up being Nick Decker, who's like really involved in the Omaha music scene. I don't know if you guys know Nick or not, but Nick booked me in his basement. I think he booked me in his basement twice. They were amazing shows. The second time, he had like a security guy there because there were so many people there to get in, and like his basement was just like absolutely packed full, like you couldn't close the door. There were people like when somebody would walk out, the security would let somebody in, type of thing. And then the third time I came back through, we moved over to this other DIY venue, and it was a big garage, so we played that. And then after that, Nick was like, "Hey, I can't really grow anymore with you. There's this dude named Justin Strawstone who runs like the hip hop scene here. Like, get a hold of him and hopefully he can book you on some stuff." So I started talking to him, and he put me on 2 Mac Lethal shows, and that's how I met him. 2 Mac Lethal shows. We're talking about it right now. I met him. And so yeah, I met Straw at these Mac Lethal shows. And then the last Mac Lethal show that I did with Straw was the day of the nationwide shutdown for COVID. And that also marks the closing of what's the name of that venue, Straw?
Lookout Lounge.
Thank you. The closing of Lookout Lounge. So I was fortunate enough to play their last show ever. And then the pandemic happened, and I kept in contact with this dude, Straw, that I had just met at this show. And he announced that he was going to be tour managing this really big tour. And I was just like, "You're going to need a driver for it. Hit me up." And so I worked staff on a tour that he was tour managing. And I was driving a 15-passenger van. He was the tour manager sitting shotgun. And we had no choice but to become friends because we spent so much time sitting right next to each other and sharing hotel rooms. And we just became really good friends. And then he started booking me. And that's kind of the quick story of how we met and the rundown and how all that happened. Lots happened in between then. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we got some more questions in the chat. I know a couple of us need to bounce, but I have one question. We have talked constantly on our channel about decent dogs. We rep the decent dog shirt all the time, and Otis has his own decent dog, the Otis dog. So I'd like to know a little bit of backstory about how that all came about, what the Otis dog is for those who are unaware. Get some story on some delicious ass glizzies.
Well, the Otis, of course, is an all beef Nathan's Frank laid on a Rotella's bun with pizza sauce drizzled over top. And then we hand melt the cheese on the flat top with mini pepperonis that are the most adorable things you'll ever see. And it's our version of the pizza dog. It's the Otis, though, because we did the pizza party tour together. He's the pizza guy, and it just made sense. And he's not charging me any sort of copyright, so this is great. But I will say that opened up the biggest can of worms ever by naming one after a rapper right away. I know a lot of rappers, and everyone had a hot dog idea after that, and it was pretty fun, like to have to tell people no.
How many custom hot dogs have you done at this point? Like you have the Otis, then you've done the Surreal's Dirty Dog. Is that what you call him?
We've probably done like 10 random ones, maybe a little less than that. But yeah,
Cool.
we like to mix it up. So
Yeah.
But the pizza dog is probably the best seller, and it's right on our sign we put home of the pizza dog just because it's a unique item. It's an interesting item for being outside of concerts. The fact that you can just take it and go with it. It's not messy. Like we like.
And let
our
me
hot
tell
dog
you,
cart.
the Otis dog is actually really good. I was very skeptical, and it's a really good hot dog.
I was too.
I don't know. There's that jalapeno popper dog that's pretty fucking fire.
And that honestly, that's just another version of the pizza dog if you think about it. Like it's eventually I think we're gonna run a special one of these times where we do like 5 different like pizza style dogs. It would be really fun to do like everyone's favorite pizzas. Maybe we'll do a Hawaiian one. That would be fun.
The pizzeria day.
Yeah, pineapple.
That's right.
Pizza dogs. Let's go.
Some buffalo chicken one would be really good. I like that. I like that.
All right. Well, we got 3 last questions here in the chat here. Mary says, if you lose your mullet, will you compensate with a beard?
I can't grow a beard to shave my life. To shave my life. To save my life. My hair grows and then it stays really short forever. Like I just can't grow a beard. And like I said, coming up in like a punk band or like the hardcore scene, I really wanted a really cool big beard and just couldn't do it. So no, it's the mullet.
I'm trying right now. I'm like month 3 in. I'm trying. Okay.
What about like the handlebar thing?
My wife hates the handlebar mustache.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How or who was the most influential artist on your career?
I'm gonna have to say my favorite band, Emery. I'm gonna have to say just because everything that I did is kind of some sort of a play of that. That's got to be performance and stage wise. I think the Chariot I have a huge inspiration from, but obviously not sonically or musically at all. Yeah, I'm just gonna stay with this band called Emery. However, I feel like I'm constantly trying to learn from people, and I recently was able to link up with Mercules and went and saw him while he was in LA, and then I went and opened for him in Denver and learned so much just from those 2 shows from him. I'm always trying to learn and pick from the things that I see and things that I see are working and trying to figure out how, like, okay, it works for Mercules because of this. How can I take that and turn it around into something that's Otis branded and on brand with what I am, what I stand for, and make it work for me, and kind of working that through mentally and then trying to figure out how to bring that to life to take my stage performance to the next step. So, yeah.
Awesome. All right. Well, I guess before I do this last question, who is the #1 artist you've not worked with that you would like to collaborate with?
I'm going to give you a really, really generic answer and then my real answer. My really, really generic answer, I think, has to be Eminem. But my real answer, somebody that I haven't worked with that I want to work with, I think is probably Prof. I think Prof fans, the Gampos, would be big Otis fans as well. And I've been trying to figure out how to make that work for a little over a year now. Working on it. Have my first big step of that coming up. I've been talking to them about playing some shows together. And it was really cool. The first time I emailed them, it was just kind of getting my introduction. It was just like, yo, this is who I am, this is what I do. And their response was like, yeah, like you're on our radar, we're familiar with you. I'm like, that's really, really, really cool, but it's also not really doing anything for me right now, you know? And so Prof has a show in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, the day after our tour with Webby ends. So we're actually just going to roll over there, and Prof's team put us all on the guest list. So we're going to go hang out there, and hopefully that's going to maybe potentially lead to something. I'll also say, yeah, I think that's my answer. I think my answer is currently I really, really, really want to work with Prof. I think. Yeah, I think that's my answer.
Got a lot of Prof fans in our community.
Yeah,
I know he's playing
good.
Halloween in Omaha, but haven't pulled the trigger on it. I was hoping maybe he'd see our last reaction and say, hey, but he did not. But we'll see, because we've got all of the Webby shows. Shades and I are trying to hit Des Moines, Omaha, and Kansas City if we can work it out. So Road Warrior, some of this shit, and that's going to be a long week. So I don't know. We'll have to see. And I want to shout out Toshi Reacts for showing up. We're about done here, but you should go check out our boy Otis Julius and some of his music. He's going to be opening on the Chris Webby Midwest tour and throw out some reactions for our boy. And I think the last one, we'll have you guys back after tour. Maybe get some tour stories, get a little more in depth into what's going on. But we'll end it with this question here from Dread Metal. What moment in your journey where you felt what's a moment in your journey where you felt like, yeah, this is why I do this?
I think I'm asked a very similar question quite a bit, but never this question exactly. So I'm kind of thinking through my answer here. Yeah, this is why I do this. I don't know that I can point to one point that's like, here's the reason why I'm a touring rapper. I don't know that I necessarily have that point. I know that I believe in making a difference for those around you. I know that I believe that God puts you in situations to work through. And it seems like my life has led to me being this, maybe definitely not the biggest public figure in the world, but has led to where I can be influential in front of some people that are going through hard times, or some people that need some entertainment, some pleasure, some joy in their life. And I'm really happy to share that with people. I talked about that just a little bit towards the beginning of the episode, but I know that's why I'm here. I can point to a point in my career that was like, whenever I first started up, I was just kind of bleeding out money, trying to figure out how to make this system work and everything like that. And I'll never forget the first night that I ever made $1,000 on a show. And I was like, oh my goodness, if I can figure out how to replicate and duplicate this, then I can make like a career out of this. And so that's like the point that I was just like, oh, I can do this. But the point as to like understanding why I'm here, or like if I'm supposed to be doing this or whatever, I don't think there's one point that points to that. I just think I went through a series of years where every year I was just like, yeah, I'm going to give up on this, or I'm going to quit doing this unless I see some major improvement. And every year at the end of the year, I'm just like, yeah, I've seen major improvement, like keep going. And so like, I believe this is where I'm supposed to be. I believe this is where I'm supposed to be. I believe this is where God has me. I believe that everything is here for a reason. And right now I'm blessed and stoked to be right here. Things can always be better, and things can always be a lot worse for me. So yeah.
Oh yeah, bud. Well, This has been an absolute blast today. I hope you guys had fun, especially, you know, with all the technical difficulties that I thought I had fixed 2 days ago. But I think everybody enjoyed this. This has been a great stream. Appreciate the answer, Otis. Real talk, like that hits different. Always cool to hear what fuels the fire behind the music. Respect.
Cool. Cool.
Yeah, we'll play some more of this, and we'll cover some more of your music, and maybe talk about how the tour went. And you know, this was pretty fun. So thank you guys for being our first guests testing out this new format. And it was fun today. So is there anything else you guys want to say before we wrap this bitch up with a bow and send it on home?
No, I know you guys are busy planning for this tour, so I'm grateful that you took time out on with us.
Cool. Thanks for having us on. I will say to everybody that was watching who maybe has no clue who I am, I appreciate you watching the episode and watching my friends up top here. And I appreciate my friends putting me on to some new people. I think that's really cool. And my name's Otis Julius. If you don't know me, give me a shot. And if you hate it, delete what you followed or whatever, man. Like, give me a chance. I don't know. We got this tour with Chris Webby coming up. Super stoked for that. If you're in the Midwest area, come to a show. If you're not in the Midwest area, shoot me a message and let's figure out how to get Otis to your area, because I love playing shows. I love traveling, and I would love to come hang out and meet some new people. That's me. What you got, Straw?
Thanks for having us, guys. Appreciate you. We'll talk to you after the tour.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. So anything else coming up you've got going on, Straw, before tour, or is Sioux City the first thing coming up?
Yeah, pretty much Sioux City. We do have Stevie Stone in town tomorrow night, but besides that, yeah, we have Sioux City in 7 days, and we get out there. Can't wait to come back to Omaha and Des Moines and Kansas City and hit these markets that we know we have a lot of friends in, and can't wait to meet a whole bunch of new friends. It's going to be a blast.
Like you said, Cyber Skull, introduce me to your music. So we're trying to introduce people and spread the gospel of Otis Julius all over the world. So.
Let's do it.
All right, well, these guys, they are tagged in the description. You can go find their YouTube channels and then their link trees from there. Go check them out. They're on all the platforms and things. And we are Cyber Skull Media. This was another episode of Hall of Fandom, episode number 20. We're going to keep bringing you guys the heat. So we will see all you guys this week in our reactions. And we may have to post some stuff from the tour. So, yeah, that's all we've got today, baby. Everybody have a great afternoon or evening. And we're out of here, baby.
Have a good night, guys. Peace.